times it has occurred to me to visit the altars of the gods, bearing these branches as a suppliant and this incense. Our king is not himself. His soul is overwrought with fantasies of dread, else would he consider the new prophecies in light of the old. He will listen to any voice that speaks disaster, and my advice goes for nothing.
Good. How's Oedipus?
Friends, no doubt you can direct me. Where shall I find the house of Oedipus? Or, better still, where's the king himself?
It is this very place, stranger. He is inside. This is his wife and mother of his children.
Her happy house, blessed in all the fulfillment of her marriage.
I wish as much from you, your courtesy. This is like good fortune. But now tell me, why have you come? What have you to say to us?
Good news, my lady, for your house and your husband.
What news? Who sent you here?
I am from Corinth. The news I bring ought to mean joy for you, though it maybe you will find some grief in it.
What is it? How can it touch us in both ways?
The word is that the people of the Isthmus intend to call Oedipus to be their king.
What is it? Is he not reigning still?
No, death holds him in his sepulchre.
What are you saying? Polybus is dead?
If I am not telling the truth, may I die myself.
Go in, go quickly. Tell us to your master. O rivers of God's will, where are you now? This was the man whom Oedipus, long ago, feared so, fled so, in dread of destroying him. But yet, it was by another fate that Polybus has died.
Dear Jocasta, why have you sent me?
And what has become of the prophecies?
Who is this man? What is his news for me? The true stranger, tell me in your own words.
I cannot say it more clearly. The king is dead.
Poison or by an attack of illness?
A little thing brings old men to their rest.
Sickness then?
Yes, in his many years.
Why should a man respect the Prythian herd? Give heed to the birds that jingle over his head. They prophesied that I should kill Polybus, kill my own father, but he is dead and buried. Unless he died of grief for my departure. Sense through me. No, Polybus has packed his oracles off with him underground. They are empty words.
Had I not told you so?
You had. It was my faint heart that betrayed me.
For now on, never think of it again.
And must I not fear my mother's bed?
Why should anyone in this world be afraid, since fate rules us and nothing can be foreseen? A man should only live for the present day. Have no more fear sleeping with your mother. How many men in dreams have lain with their mothers? No reasonable man is troubled by such things.
If only my mother was not still alive. But she is alive. I cannot help my dread.
Yet, the news of your father's death is wonderful.
But I fear to live alone.
Tell me, who is this woman that you fear?
It's Orobi, man. Wife of Queen Polybus.
Why should you be afraid of her?
An oracle of the gods. Dreadful thing.
Can you tell me about it, or are you sworn to silence?
Paul said through his prophet that I was the man who should marry his own mother, shed his father's blood with his own hands. And so for all these years, I have kept clear of Corinth, and no harm has come. Though it would have been sweet to see my parents again.
And is this the fear that drove you out of Corinth?
Have me kill my own father?
As for that, you must be reassured by the news I gave you.
If you could reassure me, I would reward you.
I had that in mind. I will confess, I thought I could count on you whenever you return to Corinth.
I will never go near my parents again.
Ah, son, you still do not know what you're doing.
In the name of God, tell me.
If these are your reasons for not going home.
Fear the oracle may come true.
And guilt may come upon you through your parents?
That's the dread that's always in my heart.
Can you not see that all your fears are groundless?
How can you say that? They're my parents, surely.
Holibos was not your father.
Not my father?
No more your father than the man speaking to you.
But you are nothing to me.
Neither was he!
Then why did he call me son?
I will tell you. Long ago, he had you from my hand as a gift. He had no children, and his heart turned to you.
What of you? Did you buy me? Did you find me by chance?
I came upon you in the Krigan Pass of Kitharon,
What were you doing there?
tending my flocks.
A wandering shepherd?
But your savior, son, that day,
From what did you save me?
your ankles should tell you that.
Stranger, why do you speak of that childhood pain?
I cut the bonds that tied your ankles together. That was why you were given the name you bear.
God! Was it my father or my mother who did it?
I do not know. The man who gave you to me can tell you better than I. These men here know best about such things.
Anyone here know the shepherd that he's talking about? Have you seen him in the fields or in the town? If you have, tell me. It's time we made things plain.
I think the man he means is that same shepherd you've already asked to see. Jocasta perhaps could tell you something.
Do you know anything about him, lady? Is he the man that we have summoned? Is that the man the shepherd means?
Why think of him? Forget this, herdsman. Forget it all. This talk is a waste of time.
Yeah, when the clues of my birth are in my hands.
For God's love, let us have no more questioning.
You that found me? But another?
It was another shepherd gave you to me.
Z, can you tell me who he was?
I think he was said to be one of Laius's people.
You mean the Laius that was king here years ago? He's still alive? Can I see him? He's still alive? Can I see him?
These men here know best about such things.
Anyone here know the shepherd that he's talking about? Have you seen him in the fields or in the town? If you have, tell me. It's time we made things plain.
I think the man he means is that same shepherd you've already asked to see. Jocasta perhaps could tell you something.
Do you know anything about him, lady? Is he the man that we have summoned? Is that the man the shepherd means?
Why think of him? Forget this, herdsman. Forget it all. This talk is a waste of time.
Yeah, when the clues of my birth are in my hands.
For God's love, let us have no more questioning. Is your life nothing to you? My own is pain enough for me to bear.
Suppose my mother is a slave, and born of slaves. No baseness can touch you.
Listen to me, I beg you. Do not do this thing.
Truth must be known.
Everything is for your own good.
Then snatch my patience then. I want none of it.
You are fatally wrong. You may never learn who you are.
And bring the shepherd here. This woman, to brag of her royal name.
Miserable. That's the only word I can have for you. It is the only word I can ever have.
Why is she gone in such a passion of sorrow? I fear this silence. Something dreadful may come of it.
Let it come. However base my birth, I must know about it. The queen like a woman is perhaps ashamed to think of my low origin. But I am a child of luck. cannot be dishonored. The luck, my mother, the passing months, my brothers, have seen me rich and poor. If so, could I wish to be someone else? How could I not be glad to know my birth?
If ever the coming time were known to my heart's pondering, Kithaeron, now by heaven I see the torches, at the festival of the next full moon, and I see the dance, and hear the choirs sing, a grace your gentle shade. Mountain where Oedipus was found, O mountain guard of a noble race, may the God who heals us lend his aid. And let that glory come to pass, for our king's cradling ground, of the nymphs that flowered beyond the years, who bore you, royal child? To Pan of the hills, or Timberline Apollo, cold in delight o'er the upland clears, or Hermes from whom Kylene's heights are piled, or flushed as evening cloud, great Dionysus, roamer of the mountains, was it he who found you there, and caught you up in his own proud arms, the sweet god ravisher who laughed at the muses' fountains?